Alright, I finally finished the second Tiny Leader deck I'm working on, so that once we get them built and all the cards we need back, because we don't have some of them, we'll be able to have a Tiny Leader competition game and play my Teamer Animar version versus this guy. And this one is going to be, it's an Anafenza is the Tiny Leader, which is amazing. She's awesome. She's pretty cool. Go check her out. Yeah, if you haven't already, go check her out. She's pretty sweet. And it's all based around +1/+1 counters because they do awesome things in this deck and some of the Outlast cards and stuff like that. It's going to be sweet. So, creatures in this deck include Birds of Paradise, Bloodsoaked Champion, Herald of Anafenza, Mother of Ruins. I hate this card, mostly playing against this card. I hate Mother of Ruins. I have a bad word that I call her all the time because she's just amazing. Ainok Bond-Kin, Fleecemane Lion, Grand Abolisher, also another jerky card. Precinct Captain, Rakshasa Deathdealer, Secret of the Way, Sylvan Caryatid for mana fixing. That and the bird is for mana fixing. Thalia, Guardian of Thraben to be a jerk. Because this deck is all about being a jerk, +1/+1 counters, and it has a little tiny bit of discard, but mostly the +1/+1 counters and kind of jerky things, which is awesome. Abzan Falconer and Defensa the Foremost, of course. Brimaz, King of Oreskos, because kitty cats are awesome and he's amazing. Fabled Hero, because I like Double Strike. Knight of the Reliquary, Loxodon Smiter, because who doesn't like an uncountable elephant warrior dude? Tuskguard Captain, and no deck is complete without a little bit of death touch. That's why I have in here a Vampire Nighthawk. So yeah, those are all the creatures. If I didn't have my Animar deck, I'd be playing this one because it looks like so much fun for reals. Alright, spells include Abrupt Decay, Feat of Resistance, Abzan Charm, Despise, Thoughtseize, Returns to Ranks, Hardened Scales, and Abzan Ascendancy. Those are it. I also have a Planeswalker, a Johnny, Caller of the Pride, because he puts +1/+1 counters on all the things, and he's less than, well, he costs 3 mana, so he can go in a Tiny Leader deck. So that, this deck has one artifact in it, and I think it's one of my favorite artifacts besides the Basilisk Collar for flavor reasons. Bow of Nylea. As everything death touch, you can tap it and pay some mana to put +1/+1 counters on things. It's pretty awesome in this deck because +1/+1 counters make this deck just like meld together in this beautiful soup of deliciousness that is your opponent losing. It's great. So good. So good. Alright, land-based, this is kind of boring. Blossoming Sands, Caves of Koilos, 2 forests, a Godless Shrine, a Jungle Hollow, a Mana Confluence, a Marsh Flats, an Overgrown Tomb, a Plains, a Sandsteppe Citadel, a Scoured Barrens, a Swamp, a Temple Garden, a Temple of Penny, Urborg, Tomb of Yawmorth, because that card's fun to play with, Verdant Catacombs, which my husband had, and he never told me, and I was going through his cards one day, and I was like, what's this Arid Mesa and this Verdant Catacombs? Those are fetch lands. He's like, oh, those are fetch lands? I'm like, yes. Anyways, we have one of each of those, so that's really exciting. And a Windswept Heath, which I also have, so that'll make this deck a little bit easier to build. There's going to be some killer cards. But I'm really excited to play this deck. Although I had to play against it, so I'm a little less excited. But this looks like a really sweet deck, and it should be pretty fun to play. So let me know what you think of it in the comments below. Like this video, and subscribe for more.